never seen the righteous forsaken, neither have I seen their seed begging for bread. Amen. I want to say to Pastor Taylor and certainly to this male course, I mean, Brother Jenny Baby and all of you back there, I know most of you, and you all are doing a wonderful job. And I want to say to Brother Silas, we go back a long ways, a long ways.
All right.
And I'm just glad to be here at Friendly Oak Grove with you all. I mean, this means a lot to me. Sister Josephine, we go back a long ways. Everybody know me.
All right.
And you know what? I don't have a perfect record, but I got a pretty good record.
All right.
I'm not a villain, that's for sure. Not far from it, but I'm not a villain.
All
Amen.
right.
Amen. And I just thank God for everybody. I thank God for Bethlehem and all the churches that I've pastored. And I want to say this. I retired from Bethlehem,
All right.
not preaching.
Okay.
And as you all can see, I got a brace on my foot.
Uh-huh.
They operated on my foot, not my brain, not my head, not my back. I had a surgery 2 weeks ago
All right.
in Boonville, Mississippi, in Tupelo, Mississippi. Then I had another surgery done up here in Jackson on my foot.
All right.
I'm tough. Floyd probably couldn't take it, but I can take it. Amen. My wife told me, you shouldn't go to church today. I said, I promised him I was coming. I didn't even call Silas and tell him that I had surgery because he'd have been worried to death.
Uh-huh.
He'd have said, he ain't coming. And when I got up and saw it raining this morning, I said, my Lord, what is the day going to bring? But I tell you what, I'm just glad to see all of you all. I don't want to start calling names, but I mean, I'm just tickled to death. Is that Bessie? I kept looking at you, girl. I tell you what, it's a blessing.
Uh-huh.
It's a blessing to be here.
Amen.
Amen. I tell you what, it's a blessing. Pastor, I just really thank you for allowing me to come here. Amen. And Silas, again, I thank you. You made my day. Amen. When you called me, it didn't upset me, and I was not going to let you down. Amen. Jenny Baby, it's just a pleasure being here. I'm going to read a chapter of the Bible, coming from Judges to be exact.
Uh-huh.
And we want to talk about Samson.
All right.
Y'all knew Samson, didn't you?
All right.
Strong rascal. Bad man.
Uh-huh.
Killed 1,000 men
All right.
with the jawbone of an ass.
Uh-huh.
Now that's a strong man. I mean, everybody went up against him, and nobody could handle him.
Uh-huh.
First verse that we're going to read is going to be coming from Judges 14. And Samson went down to Timnath and saw a woman in the Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines, and he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines. Now therefore get her for me to be wife, for her to be my wife. I want you to get her, and I want her to be my wife. Right. Then now listen to what verse 3 said. Now his father said unto him, his mother said unto him, his father and mother said unto him, is there never a woman among the daughters of the brethren, or among the people that thou gavest thee a wife of the uncircumcised Philistines? And Samson said unto his father, get her for me, for she pleases me well.
All right.
Now we'll read on. Amen, amen.
Amen.
Now listen to this chapter here now. This is chapter 16 and verse 4. And it came to pass afterwards that he loved a woman in the valley of Shorek, whose name was Delilah.
Uh-huh.
Say that, Delilah. What a name, what a name. And the lords of the Philistines came unto her and said unto her, entice him and see wherein his great strength lies, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may band him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver.
All right.
I don't know how many of them it was, but it said every one of us is going to give a 1,100 pieces of silver. We want to talk about a strong man with a weak mind and a weak woman with a strong determination. How about that? That ought to work, oughtn't it? Amen, 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 amen. We know Samson. Floyd always bragged on me, and he said, you made out of iron. And I guess I was. You know, the pastor of church 3 times. That's saying something. I don't really know what it's saying, but it's saying something. And I just thank God for Bethlehem. I have to mention them, and I have a good relationship with them. I did not leave them. They did not run me away. I told them that I was getting old. I'm going to make room for a young man. You know, let me tell you something. When you get old, you lose everything you ever had. How many of y'all old can walk like you did 30 years ago? Nobody. Nobody. You can't talk like, you can't sleep like you did 30 years ago. When you get old, you just old.
All right.
But I heard him say, I was once young, but now I'm old. But I've never seen the righteous in their baby forsaken, neither have I seen their seed begging for bread.
All right.
Mm.
All right.
Samson. Sometimes we watch the cartoons and we see the story of Samson. Samson and Delilah. What a man he was. And let me tell you something. This man, who was it? Wilson Pickett said, I'm a lover. Was it Wilson Pickett song that said, this man was a lover.
All right.
He went from one woman to the other. First woman he met, he married her. Dad and Mama told him, you shouldn't marry her. You should get one of our daughters, one of the girls from our clan. And he told his dad and Mama, I got to have her regardless of what it takes. Get her for me.
All right.
Oh, I wish some young people was in here today. They need to hear this. Get her for me. Whatever it takes, I don't care. I want her, and I got to have her. So his dad and Mama did just what he wanted to do. But let me tell you something. You got to realize now that God was in control of all of this. Yeah. How many of you all believe that? How many of you know that? Look at Joseph. Joseph went through a lot, but God was in control of all of it.
All right.
He watched over Joseph. He watched over him everywhere he went, and he elevated him. When he went to this prison, he elevated him to another one, and then he got him on up to the kingdom. To where he was ruler. Yes. God is in control. Yes. Now, the mom and daddy didn't really know that God had put the hands on Samson before he was born.
All right.
Told his mama, look here, don't you drink no strong drink. Don't go around nothing bad. Don't do nothing evil. I want you to do what's right in the sight of God, because this is a God man. And he's going to be something one day. But here he is, he's born, he's nothing but a little baby. Then he grows up. And he goes out one day, and as the story goes, he run up on a lion. And he kills the lion. And he went back by that evening, and he got some honey out of him, got that meat out of him, and he eat it. And he asked a riddle. He said, I got a riddle. I'm going to make a riddle out of this. What's sweeter than honey? Stronger than a lion. He put that riddle to those guys, and they couldn't answer it. He said, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you 7 days. I'm gonna be through with this in a minute. It's gonna take me a minute or two to get through this. I'm gonna give you 7 days to expound this riddle, and if you do, I'll give you a change of clothes and a change of garments and everything. You won't have to worry about nothing. But if you don't answer it, if you don't do it, then it reverses back to me. So it went on that they answered his question. And he said, well, if you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you would not have known this riddle. Yes. Isn't that saying something? And they knew what had happened. But the bottom line is, this caused his mama and daddy to die. They killed him. Killed him. Burned him to death. Samson's wife was in the midst of that. It was her daddy, and her and her dad, at least it was, corrections on that. And Samson got mad. He said, now, look at what you've done for me. You burned my family. I'm going to take care of you. He went up and killed a bunch of men. Set some foxtails afire. Y'all seen foxes? They run everywhere when they turn them loose. He set them foxes, and them tails went out across the field and burned everything up. The stalks and everything, the corn and everything, the whole field was burned up. Now they decide, we're going to get this rascal. He's getting too big for his pants. We're gonna have to shut him down, Silas. We're gonna have to do something with this man. So now look now, what old Wilson Pickett said, I'm a lover. He went from there now to another place, Shorag. He went to Shorag last, but the other place that he went to was Gazar. And he went there, then Samson went down to Gazar and saw there a harlot, a whore. That's what that means, isn't it? And he went into her. What does that mean? He loved her. He made love to her. He was a weak man. He was strong, but his mentality, he had no real poor guidance of judgment. His judgment was bad and poor. He had no guiding spirit about him at all, even though God was with him. But you got to understand, God was working with him all the time.
All right. All right.
Now listen to what verse 2 said. And he was told, the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither, and they compassed him and laid wait for him all night at the gate of the city. And when all was done that night, saying, in the morning, when hit his day, we shall kill him. We're going to kill this rascal. This man has done bad to our community. He has killed a lot of our servants. We got to do something to him. And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city and the two posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulder, and carried them up to the top of the hill that is before Hebron. Now listen to what it says now. And you know when it said, and it came to pass, you know what that means when it says something came to pass? Something has happened. Something has changed. Something has taken place. And it came to pass afterwards that he loved a woman in the valley of Shorag, whose name was Delilah. Woo. I'm scared of Delilahs. If I meet a woman and her name is Delilah, I'm going to run. I mean, seriously, I'm going to run, preacher. I'm going to run. Anybody got a daughter named Delilah, or granddaughter? I don't think you have, but I mean it may be. They got a million names. Let me tell you something. A name means something. Look up your name. Look up your name. I looked up Floyd and Lloyd. We were different. Names spelled different. And listen now what verse 5 says. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him and see wherein his great strength lies, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may blind him and afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. Man, that woman went wild. She said, I'm going to take this job. This going to be gravy for me. I'm going to take this job because I'm suitable for doing it. And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee. See how good she's getting now? Tell me, Samson, I pray thee, wherein is that great strength lies, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. Samson was a liar too, a deceiver. He told her this first time now, and Samson said unto her, if thou bind me with 7 green withs that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as any other man. He said, all you got to do is tie me up with green leather. You know, you heard him say tough is with leather? That's green leather, and leather is tough whether it's green or not. Amen. Then the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 green withs which had not been dried, and she bound him with them. Bound old Samson up. Bound that rascal up. And she, Philistines, come on and get him. I got him. Man, that rascal broke her loose out of them things like it wasn't nothing, like it was strands of thread. Broke her loose. Now there were men waiting, this is verse 9 now, in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson, and he brake the wits as a thread of two is broken when it has touched the fire. You know how two strands of thread, you put them together and put them over a fire? Just that quick he got her loose. And Delilah said unto Samson, behold, thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound. I want you to tell me this. And he said unto her, if thou bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak and be as any other man. This is all you got to do, honey. Believe me this time. I'm not deceiving you this time. Just tie me up and give me a try. Give me a try. And Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in wait, abiding in a chamber, and break them from off his arms like thread. Listen to what Delilah says now. This is verse 13 saying, and Delilah said unto him, Samson, hereunto thou hast marked me and told me lies. Tell me wherein thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thee weaves the 7 locks of my hair, of the head of my hair, if you put it in a web, he said, I'll become weak as any other man. Now you notice he's getting closer to that secret. Each time he's getting closer to the secret. And she fastened it with the pin and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. He escaped. Again, he has escaped the 3rd time. This one is the charm, though. Listen to this one now. And he said unto him, how canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me? Thou hast marked me these 3 times, and hast not told me wherein thy great strength lies. And if it come to pass, and it came to pass when she pressed him daily. You know, let me tell y'all something. A woman can get to a man. Don't hit me, man. Don't hit me. Now, I know what I'm talking about. If she put the pressure on you, you gonna give in. Better hesitate on that one. You gonna give in. You may say, I'm not gonna do it. Let me tell you something about a mama. A mama can have a son that go to jail, and the daddy, he tough. I ain't getting him out there. Let him stay there. Let him stay there. He did the crime, but that woman gonna get him out. You know, I'm telling the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Just make an example here. Now, she urged him so that his soul was vexed unto death. She worried him day and night. Man, tell me something. Please tell me, where does your strength lie? And he told her all of his heart. Told her everything. That woman can do that, can't she? Just women and men. You know, that's a good sermon for that, isn't it? And I'm just letting you know that a woman has power. Preachers talking about a woman ain't got no power. Yes, she have. Yes, she have. Women that went to the tomb first. Am I right? I mean, the men were scared. They dodging somewhere, looking, peeping, hiding, and trying to see what's going on. And women walked up there, walked in there. Wasn't nobody there, though. Y'all know the story. And he told her his heart, and said unto her, there has not come a razor upon mine head, for I have been a Nazarene unto God from my mother's womb. I tell you what you do, Delilah, if you get a razor and shave my head, shave all my hair off my head, I'll be weak as any other man. Now listen, all of these times, she never said, bring the money, did she? But this time she told him, come on, gentlemen, come on, quickly, and bring the money with you. She put his head in her lap and began to do whatever she was doing there and shaved him clean. And old Samson, that rascal, he's weak in a sense of speaking. He ain't thought about nothing. That's right, forgot about, thank you, sister. Forgot about God was on his side. So he got up, shook himself. As she called it Philistine, he got up, shook his big bad self. I get out of this, I always have. But as he shaked, he went down, down, down. And let me tell you something, when the adversaries get ready to get you, they gonna get you. They first bound him. Then you know what they did next? Put them eyes out. If you blind, you can't see. But they forgot about one thing too. The Bible says his hair began to grow back on his head. Right. That's where his strength was. He asked that little old boy that was standing there, he said, hey son, said, do me a favor. Can you take my hand and put it on the post that hold this building up? I just got to relax a little bit here. He jabbed him into telling him what to do, and Samson took all of his power. He said, for what you done to my friends, my neighbors, my family, my wife, and all, I'm going to kill every one of you. And he pulled that building down on him. Yes. And the Bible said he killed more that day than he did in all of his reign of king. He did it. Samson was strong. Delilah was weak, but she had a strong determination. And she won. But let me tell you something. Don't never give God out. Amen. I mean, this ought to be a message for everybody in here. So, Joanne, I'm just so glad to see you today. I don't know what to do. But it ought to be a message for everybody in here today when things seem rough. All right. When it seems like everything is behind you and there's no help nowhere, all you got to do is look to the hills. From whence cometh your help? All of my help, he said, come from the Lord, who made what? Both heaven and earth. Yes. I'm so glad that Jesus died, aren't you? And let me tell you something. That is the most vital and the most powerful sermon we can preach. Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection. Paul said, if it left up me, that's all I'd do. I wouldn't talk about nothing else. Y'all remember when the wine ran out and Jesus went to his mother and, his mother went to Jesus and said, look, Jesus, the wine has ran out. Woman, what concern is that of mine? That's not what I come here to do. My hour is not yet come. All right. Jesus is powerful. And let me tell you something. He can make a way for you. Won't he, Carson? He can make a way for you. He'll make a way for you. Won't he, Josephine? He'll make a way for you out of no way when everything seems bad. And we got children that'll drive us to drinking. But you know what else we got? Thank you, honey. Thank you. We got Jesus. We can go to him. I had a son that, Josephine, you may know about. And that rascal was, man, what did he not do? He didn't kill nobody. He didn't rob no bank, but he did enough to make up for it. But guess what? He's out of jail now. He's out of jail now. I don't know what tomorrow going to bring. I'm not bragging about nothing, saying that I did. I didn't do nothing. God is the one that can change you. And I'm going to close out with this. If you got a bad child, wait a minute, if you got a bad husband, a bad wife, a bad daughter, a bad son, all you got to do, you ain't got to beat that child or that wife or that husband. All you got to do is go to Jesus. All right. And when you go to him with sincereness and tell him, I want you to handle this situation. All right. This is my message. Women, you're all strong. All right. You're heavy. Men, we're strong too. Amen. But we can get weak sometime.
All right.
Y'all know we can. I'm gonna close this out. We can get weak sometime, but I want you to know that God is on our side.
All right. All right.
How many of you all know that?
Amen.
Y'all read this story when you get home, and you're gonna learn to love Samson.
Uh-huh.
That guy had God on his side
All right.
when it was all over. When it was all over,
Uh-huh.
he killed them all.
All right.
May God bless you,
Uh-huh.
and may he keep you. And I do appreciate this opportunity of being here. I preach pretty often now, not every Sunday, but I'm on this telephone every Sunday morning. Every Sunday morning.
Amen.
And I've got a lot of listeners too. And I just thank every one of them for watching. And may God bless you and may he keep you. And all of my listeners, some of them from Bethlehem, I'm doing fine now. I've had 2 surgeries, but I'm still strong. Amen. Amen. They didn't break me down.
All right.
They laid me down, put me to sleep, and everybody was scared to death. You allowed to die? I might.
All right.
Even if I don't die now, I'm going to die somewhere. Amen. May God bless you and may he keep you. And I just thank again all of you all for being here. And Pastor, I just want to thank you for letting me preach in your pulpit today.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Amen.
I'm weak because I'm old.
Uh-huh.
Ain't that I'm sick, I'm just old. Y'all got a car that's wearing out? I'm finna shut down now. Y'all got a car that's wearing out and you done everything you can do to put new battery on it, new tires, a new motor, new transmission, and the rascal still cluck, cluck, cluck.
All right.
It's old.
Uh-huh.
You need to get rid of it.
All right.
Sign that paper. May God bless you and may he keep you. Thank you, everybody. Amen. Amen. Got to walk careful.